With MIGXdb, you can reorder the items with drag and drop. By default, this is not possible in a MIGXdb grid. So what can you do when you want to output your data in a custom order? First, we have to add a column to the database table to store the order position. In the schema, we add a field with the name pause and the type integer to both tables. Recreate the class files and the database tables. In the config, go to the MIGXdb Settings tab. In the field Get List Default Sort, add the value pause, so that the items in the grid are sorted by this column. Then go to the Columns tab and add a new column for the field pause. In the Renderer tab, in the field with the same name, select the value this render position selector. In the tab Handlers, select the checkbox for the option this handle position selector. In our Custom Manager page, the grid has now a column with the functionality to reorder items. The handling is not very intuitive, but this is how it works. Click the up-down arrow in the item that you want to move. The display changes. To cancel the operation, you can click the Cancel button on any row. To move the item, go to the target row and select the up arrow icon, if you want to insert the item above it. To insert the item below this row, click the down arrow icon. So to move Boston above San Francisco, first click the up-down arrow in the row for Boston. Then click the up arrow in the row for San Francisco. This solution with the position selector also works for nested grids. When you reorder the employees in the nested grid inside of an office, only the subset of employees for this office gets reordered. The rest of the rows in the employees table don't change. With this solution, it's also possible to move an item between pages. You can, for example, select a row on page 2, then go back to page 1, and finish the move operation. There is another solution, but it has its limitations. For example, it only works if your column has the name pause. To implement it, edit your configuration. As before, go to the MIGXdb Settings tab and fill in the field Get List Default Sort. Then further down in the field Grid, enter the value dragdrop. The grid that is now used has a rudimentary implementation of drag and drop, and items can be dragged to move them around. Although you can select multiple items, the drag operation only works for one item at a time. It's also not possible to move an item directly to the end of the list. If we, for example, want to move Tokyo to the end, the drag operation puts it in the second to last position. So we then need to drag the last row above it, to get the desired position. With nested grids, this solution always reorders the whole table and not just the subset in the grid. With pagination, the drag-drop grid doesn't seem to work as well. So it's probably best to use it only for tables with a small amount of rows. Also, maybe increase the paging size in the items per page default field in the config, to avoid pagination. When we add a new item, the position column has a value of 0, because this is the default value from the schema. If you want to automatically add new items to the bottom of the list, here is one way to achieve this. Open the PHP file of your class. We can override the save function from the parent class. In the function, we check if the position field has a value of 0. If that's the case, we query the database to get the maximum value of the pause column. Then we set the field to this value +1. Finally, we run the save function of the parent class. Now when we create a new item, it gets positioned at the end of the list.